Is this the end of dealers? Amazon is going to be selling to, yes, customers. Amazon is going to be selling to customers. Let us know in the comments section. Drop a comment. What do you think about that? Would you buy a vehicle from Amazon? Do you think the experience will be positive, negative, relatively neutral? We'll talk about what this means for buyers, what it means for sellers. We're going to go through the whole slew of what this means. We'll put the real pedal to the metal on this, and don't get fooled. We'll make sure as insiders, we let you know what's actually going to be going down with this. The real deal, the real story. But first, please hit like, that little thumbs up button, subscribe, turn the bell notification on, and please share this video and drop a comment. We want to hear your opinion. What do you think about buying directly from Amazon? And let's start with, drop it in the live chat. If you're watching this as not a live, drop it in the comment section, please. But let's start with you, Marie. What do you think? You buy a lot on Amazon, like almost
but
the huge majority. Everything but groceries. You haven't bought cars, but you buy all the groceries. The groceries, you buy all at Costco, and we love it. But all the other purchases, pretty much, are all Amazon,
a few
right?
stuff for the home.
What do you think about a vehicle, though?
I'm not sure. For sure, we need to have more information how it will work, how the paperwork will be. Will it be easier to have somebody to respond to your question before buying a car there, or you already need to know everything by yourself on the internet?
Kind of like Tesla. That's a great point. At Tesla.
And after that, if you have a problem, who do you call? You have a service line. Is it really what you will want that you will have?
People complain people complain directly to me saying they wanted to buy a Tesla. It's their preferred model. But when they went to actually go buy it, they couldn't buy it. They just showed up at a center. They were given the keys, weren't given any information. We're basically just told, go watch some videos. So they couldn't get
able to test drive.
Well, they could test drive, but that's it. It was, you can get a test drive, but you're not getting anything else. And they really very much disliked the experience and bought a Mustang Mach-E. So that's an extra sale for Ford. And this is actually, I say an extra one. This, in the last 12 months, this has happened about 6 or 7 times. Just to me personally, some people don't want to do hours of research themselves. I know I found buying a TV recently online unbelievably frustrating.
It took you a long time. So for a car, what it will be?
The time I invested in it, I consider my time worth more. I spent about 25 hours invested into finding the right TV, learning what the stats and what the characteristics are these days, what's important, what's less important. And I must have spent about 30 hours doing that. And my time was worth at least as much as the TV. I would have gladly paid an extra $100 or $200 for the TV had I been able to actually speak to someone who was qualified about the TV. Someone who has some motivation behind actually staying really well informed and being able to present really well. So someone who's on at least partial commission, because a lot of stores, if I can tell you, you shop a TV in stores where the person who's there to answer your questions isn't on commission, and they make no effort to generally know the product, except Costco pays their employees more than most stores. And I actually got fantastic service at Costco.
Yeah,
and in
quality employee.
Quality employee. And because of that, I bought the TV at Costco. Otherwise, I was this far away from buying it online. After doing all my research, I was still a little mixed up. When I got to the Costco, the young man talked to me for maybe 10 minutes. And I was like, okay, great, perfect. And it was resolved because of that. And I wish I would have had that service at the beginning. I just didn't think someone who's not on commission would give me would be there to really be helpful. But it turns out they were, because, well, they're a well-paid employee.
And on Amazon, I guess the only positive thing that could happen is for those who are afraid to have a bad dealer in their
That's
city.
a great point.
And having it selling way over MSRP, maybe on Amazon it will have the right price, and that's all. So that could be the only positive things I see there.
So smart. So smart you are, and I really appreciate that feedback, because a lot of what's been going on the last few years is that people have been really frustrated with dealers, because some dealers have been selling, a lot of dealers have been selling over MSRP, forcing customers to have expensive add-ons with a lot of markup on those add-ons, a lot of built-in profit. And this is what's actually going down. Don't be fooled. This is what's actually going down with Hyundai being the first to sell on Amazon. They're not stupid. This isn't their first time around the block, and I want to hear your comments, how you feel about buying a vehicle on Amazon. But they're getting the dealers involved, but we're going to be more protected. And it's good and bad. It's good and bad. And let me get to the little slide about this, because what's really going down is, yes, you'll be able to buy the full vehicle on Amazon, meaning, just like you said, it could be good for getting a fixed price. And that's good and bad. When dealers are forcing insurances or forcing extended warranties, which can be great anyways, or just, like Toyota's been doing lately. A lot of Toyota dealers have been forcing you to take, a really expensive etching, really expensive anti-theft system. So you end up spending $3,000 to $7,000 more than MSRP for the vehicle. Well, Amazon would cut that nonsense out. However, some people are going to be really frustrated, because we're going to be, as you'll see it and watch through this show, so watch to the end, we're going to be showing you where prices are really actually going, and they're going down. So here's the bad part. Let me blow this up, because I think it's worth blowing up, and this subject's worth blowing up and talking about properly, because people are excited. You can buy a Hyundai on Amazon now. That's great. If Hyundai is trying to mark up their vehicles, if they're not giving you, because I'll tell you, Amazon's going to be great at always getting you the manufacturer rebate. As an insider, I know they're going to do that. They're going to get you your manufacturer rebate. And they're also going to sell the vehicle at really MSRP minus the rebate. Manufacturer rebate, if there is one. They're obviously going to take a cut, but they're still going to let the dealer do the rest of the work. So when it comes to, either delivering the vehicle to your house or going to the dealer to sign all the paperwork, someone from a dealership will come to your house, have all the paperwork signed, or you'll go to the dealership and you'll sign the paperwork there, and you'll actually get the vehicle explained to you. So Amazon's going to take a bit of a cut, because they're going to be saving the dealer the time of sort of doing the whole needs assessment. What do you need? Let's test drive this one. Let's test drive that one. So yeah, you're going to lose out on the test drive. Unless you'll have done it, you could shop at the dealership, do your test drive. Just say, I'm just here for a test drive. Want to test 2 or 3. Test 2 or 3, see the interiors, different equipment levels. This would sort of be a hybrid system. You can then go on, if they're fair with pricing, I'd say buy it right away at the dealership, because you can buy on Amazon, but Amazon's not going to be negotiable. So when the market is, when lots are filled, which you'll discover by watching through the entire live, or if you're not watching live, watching other episodes, you will learn from us how to save thousands, because you should be saving thousands, because you should be buying under MSRP right now on almost everything, because dealer lots at most manufacturers are near full or overfilled, overflowing, and some dealers have some of the highest inventory number of vehicles that they have ever had, so that they're flexible, meaning if they're smart, so last season to sell over MSRP and not have rebates. So if they're smart, they're going to give you those manufacturer rebates. And if the brand is smart, they'll have manufacturer rebates. Right now, Dodge has 186 days of inventory, meaning it takes on average 186 days to sell a vehicle at Dodge. That means their lots are as filled or more filled than they ever have been, but the brand isn't pushing out enough rebates. Trust me, those dealers, if they're smart, they should get tired of paying 8% interest and should offer you a little something special that you cannot get on Amazon. So the point I'm trying to make here is I want to save you thousands. And a smart dealership is going to be motivated to sell to you. So that means if there's dealer manufacturer rebates, they'll give them to you. And they might even give you a present or two more. So there will be some points of frustration with the Amazon experience. And that's just going to be it can't be negotiated part. But this is great. This is a good safety net because this is going to make it so that smart dealers won't try to sell over MSRP. Smart dealers will not, sometimes I've seen in the past, people get offered these amazing deals. And online, I build the vehicle and they've got $6,000 rebate going on. But the other dealer gave them an amazing deal. They got free winter tires. They got, a few accessories free. They got 3 or 4 presents for that vehicle. But those 3 or 4 presents, like winter tires, floor mats, this, and that, end up being worth about $2,000 to sometimes $3,000. But if there's a $4,000, $5,000, or $6,000 manufacturer rebate, guess who's keeping the difference? The dealer. So vehicles being able to be sold on Amazon, it's really going to help stop that, smart dealers won't try this nonsense that has been bugging us and bothering us and a real pain in the derriere for years now. So this is good. This is great. I just say if you do test drive the vehicle first or different vehicles at the dealership, give them a chance. Let them make you an offer. Make them an offer. And if they don't take your offer because they say, oh, no, that's impossible, well, then go shop it on Amazon. And maybe that impossible offer, maybe they're right. Maybe you're thousands more on Amazon, or maybe the dealership was trying to play crooked. And maybe you're like, wow, the Amazon price is less at the dealership. So Amazon's giving me that $6,000 manufacturer rebate, but they said yes to 2-3 presents worth maybe $3,000, but then no more rebates after that, then buy it at Amazon. Or maybe you'll go back to the dealership and say, hey, they were giving me the $6,000 rebate and a present or two. That's better than Amazon. Then go back to the dealership. Anyways, it's online. It's not as if you wasted someone's time. So take a little bit more time, save thousands of dollars. So we can go to the news article here. To prove to you here, it's right from Amazon. So we're not making this up here. Hyundai is going to be selling through Amazon. Right there, you can read this article right off the Amazon website. It's called a Broad Strategic Partnership. I think this is innovative because it doesn't get rid of the dealerships, because the dealership is still going to be delivering the vehicle to your home and having you sign the paperwork there, or have you come into the dealership so that they're maybe better equipped at showing you things, explaining things to you. So it's not like the Tesla experience where you do not have a human to really help you understand the product, explain all those buttons, explain the technology. This is an amazing hybrid system. And by the way, I just got back from a Lincoln event, and from many things that Ford has said in the past, I believe this is the type of hybrid system that Ford wants to get around to offering customers, that you can buy it online, but then you'll go through the dealership for the delivery, the explanation of the vehicle, all the technology, because it's important for dealers to still exist, because we need a place where we can get good answers by qualified people who can also then service, maintain, and fix the vehicles we buy. If there's no dealers, I've brought vehicles to garages before, and after having it for 3 weeks, being told, well, it's electrical, I could waste 10, 12 hours taking diagnostics, could cost you $1,000, so just bring it to the dealership. They might, even before plugging anything in, have a really good idea what it is. And that's exactly what happened. The Ford dealer didn't even do a diagnostic. They're just like, it's probably this part. Are you okay if we change it? We can check. Just change the part and see if that works before doing, at least 4 hours of diagnostics. And I was like, yeah, hit it up. And that's what it was. So how does that make? Are you worried? How do you feel about all this?
Still not sure I will be buying it on Amazon for now, because Yeah, I'm afraid you don't have the all the information you need to do the right choice, or you can mixed up your order and didn't
Yeah.
order the package that you want, the color that you want.
Had it not been for the Costco employee, I would have bought a TV that wasn't ideal for my setup. I might
Yeah,
start
sometimes you need
a sim.
somebody to help you.
Yeah, I needed to get a TV that's good for simulation racing off the PS5, which I might start a channel on. If so, I'll let everyone know. But I do really like simulation racing because I can make mistakes and crash vehicles there instead of crashing them in real life, and get better skills and knowledge through the simulator. This is going to be available in 2024. This Amazon Prime.
And at the same time, I wonder if the dealers will love it. Because if they have to do the delivery, we don't know how it will work, but if they have to do the delivery, will they be mad? Maybe, I don't know, because they didn't have the sale.
Well,
Not sure.
I think I highly doubt that Amazon's going to take, what you could say as, the full sales if it cut. That'd be very weird to then just tell the dealer, deliver it, you get nothing. Because then, yes, the experience,
but
probably
they
the
will have
service
less
will be
than
really, really
before.
bad. It'll be horribly bad if dealers get stuck delivering vehicles for Amazon, spending, an hour doing paperwork, spending sometimes 1, 2, or even 3 hours explaining the vehicle for a big zero. So I think I'm pretty sure as an insider, I can say that Amazon's going to want a small cut for sort of doing the initial paperwork, but then the dealer who's doing all the major paperwork, all the explanations, washing and preparing the vehicle, making sure that the buyer has what they want on the vehicle, whether it's winter tires or floor mats or whatever it may be, an extended warranty, a maintenance plan. I think the dealership is still going to have a good portion of the reward for doing the work, so that they're going to be motivated to do the work. Because the last thing, I don't want to name any stores, but some stores, whether, TVs, everyone used to be on commission, and generally you're always, there's someone who knew what they're doing and talking about. Just like cell phones are still sold by people who are on commission, so they know the differences. They can really help speed you through the process. But if you were to, anywhere you go, if people aren't being rewarded for their work, the quality is really going to drop. So this hybrid system, I think, is going to actually work. That's what I put my money on. And it's going to be online and going down in 2024. So very, very soon. So mark your calendars, folks. Let us know if you go through this experience or if you shop through it. I think we'll have to try to shop a little through it and see how it goes.
Just check how it works. It will be funny.
Now, before we head on to the next episode, please don't forget, hit the thumbs up button, subscribe, turn the bell notifications on, and do share this information with people who could benefit from this type of information, people who are in the car market, or people who think it's like the worst time ever to buy a vehicle. Well, if you share our content with them, they'll know the real deal.